I'm Petra Elfstrom. I go to Hamilton College, but I'm from East Haddam, Connecticut, and I'm an archaeology and creative writing double major.
Awesome. What projects do you, or before we go on that note, how did you kind of come to the DHI?
So this spring, my archaeology professor, who's also my advisor, forwarded me an email from the DHI about this opportunity for a class fellowship. And I really didn't know what the DHI was before that. I'd kind of seen flyers on the walls and an email sent out from Hamilton College, but I really wasn't sure what the digital humanities were. However, I met with Nathan and we met with Janet later to kind of talk about the possibilities that this fellowship gives students, and that really kind of started this kind of journey for me in really learning what the digital humanities are and how they can relate to my love of archaeology and also my love of creative writing and art and just all these things working together. So that's when I first learned about the Digital Humanities Initiative at Hamilton. And that has now led me to be involved in a project that's working with the DHI.
Great. Can we hear a little bit more about that project and how it's a part of the class scholarship program?
Yes, so the class scholarship program is amazing. It's an amazing opportunity that I'm so happy that Nathan kind of told me about, because it's basically an opportunity for 3 students a year to get the funding and support and training to be involved in a larger project that usually has to do with a larger project a faculty member is running, or can be connected to a larger project on campus or involved with the college. But it's essentially 15 months of given the opportunity to really spend as much time, more time than you would have been able to on a project without the support of the DHI. So, so far I've received several weeks of training in filmography, in editing, in website design, in a lot of different skills that I just hadn't had before. So I'm developing this whole new set of skills that will help me work on the project that I'm now part of the team on.
Great. And what is this project?
So the Slocan Narrows Archaeological Project, we call it SNAP, is an archaeology study that's been going on since around 2000 and a little bit beforehand, that Nathan Goodale has been involved in. And the project that we're currently starting and developing with the DHI is a short educational film about the archaeological practice at the site. So basically, the site is in British Columbia, in Slocan Narrows, the Slocan River Valley, and it's a indigenous pit house village that has been occupied by the Snayaks people from around 3,000 years ago up until contact with Europeans. So it contains so much data that we've already gotten from the site. There's everything from lithic tools, so the stone tools that we unearth, the soil samples we take, and it's also where the field school that Hamilton College runs, Nathan teaches, it's where we receive field training, so students are trained there as well. So a lot of things are going on at this site, and we're lucky enough that we are able to present the site in British Columbia to the locals and to a lot of local archaeologists to come and see. We have school groups come through, so we can show people the site and our excavation process and kind of what the field students are doing. However, when we leave and come back to Hamilton with all of the artifacts and samples, no one really knows what happens after that except us. So the goal of this film is to really experiment with new ways of sharing our studies with the public in an accessible way that they can understand, so it's not a lot of kind of academic jargon and stuff like that. So we want this film to be a way for us to share and make everyone aware of what we're finding, but also how we're finding everything at this site, so that everyone's kind of involved, not just us.
Awesome. And has your experience at ILiADS helped you see new ways of developing the project? Are there things that like you encountered at the conference that you've never thought of before that you're really excited to try out or to apply, or has ILiADS made a difference, I guess, in the way you see the project or DH at Hamilton in general?
Yeah, so because I'm so new to DH, like it's only been a couple months really that I've known of its existence and its significance, that this conference, ILiADS, is really, it's even more information and excitement kind of coming at me. So really just seeing all the possibilities that DH holds and seeing what all these other teams are doing with DH and their different projects is so inspiring. We've already met with several experts that have helped us brainstorm amazing ideas to, for example, show a map of the site in our film and really kind of give an idea of the chronology of the site in a fun and beautiful way. And so there's all sorts of 3D imaging and 3D animation that we can do. So I mean, I could keep going, but it not only ILiADS has not only shown me all the really cool and really exciting and interesting things we can do, but also the really important, if less fun, things that you have to do to keep a project going. So really important things like backing up your data and just being prepared for anything, because it's digital doesn't mean it's going to be easier, like a lot of people might think. So it's really enlightening and has really added to my digital humanities experience so far.
Awesome. We have 3 minutes, so if there's anything that you wanted to wrap up on about where you'd like to see your project going, or DH at Hamilton going, where you'd like to see the UNRH going, if you're going to be joining in on that, or if you don't have anything more to say, you can stop here. It's up to you.
Yeah, so I guess just the idea of having students involved in these projects is, I'm very thankful that, for example, the DHI does so much work to get students involved earlier versus later to receive that training and really be able to have these skills to help their own projects in the future. ILiADS has also shown me a lot of cool things in terms of students are the creatives of their projects and are the ones who have come up with ideas and stuff like that. So I think the DH initiative here at Hamilton and at all these other schools is already doing a lot and can even continue to do more in terms of undergrad involvement. And that's why the UNRH, which I can't remember what it stands for right now, but is super helpful, and I'm very excited to kind of be joining that effort as well, to create conferences for undergrads to really give us practice without in running something on our own, and really going to a conference that's about us, but also preparing us for conferences on a bigger scale throughout not only digital humanities, but humanities as a whole, and just in general good experience.